following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 10 to 15 years of their life, like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget my website, www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, to get hold of my books and CDs and DVDs. And one of those things where you have to appreciate, we built longevity around systems. The human body and the body of animals and fish and bugs is built around systems. Mammals, human beings, elephants and wombats and cattle and horses and rhino and gorillas and monkeys and so forth, camels, all the mammals have these systems. I want to really focus in on the central nervous system today, the central nervous system. And, of course, we have Alzheimer's disease, we have MS, multiple sclerosis, we have Guillain-Barré syndrome, we have Parkinson's disease, we have demyelinization. You have to appreciate this. 25% of the brain and 25% of the spinal cord is made up out of cholesterol. So demyelinization is a very dangerous thing. You need to take in lots of cholesterol to prevent that from happening, so your brain doesn't short circuit. Metabolic syndrome, including digestive stuff, okay, such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Rheumatoid arthritis is thought to be one of those metabolic diseases, okay, lupus, fibromyalgia, and, of course, the symptoms are all kind of similar, okay. You get tremors, joint pain, depression, aggression, tinnitus, ringing in the ears, vertigo, dizziness, memory issues, self-inflicted injuries, and so on. And this includes osteoporosis of the skull also, because the skull will squeeze the 12 pairs of cranial nerves, will squeeze the spinal cord, and they contribute to all these diseases we just talked about. None of them are genetic, and none of them are autoimmune, as doctors would have you believe. Okay? So I do want you to get a hold of the book and CD set. It's all in your head. Okay, the book and the CD that goes with it. Okay, and it's one of those things where it's and don't forget, osteoporosis of the skull contributes to all this stuff. Okay, because when the skull is normal, it's a quarter of an inch thick. All the tunnels are big enough for the 12 pairs of cranial nerves and the spinal cord to come through without compression. But once you get osteoporosis of the skull may get to be an inch thick, an inch and a half, 2 inches thick, compresses the 12 pairs of cranial nerves, causing 37 different diseases, okay, which include the spinal cord, and 17 of those 37 different diseases are found in the spinal cord. Everything from getting up at night to urinate 3, 5, 8, 10 times a night. It has nothing to do with prostate gland because it happens more in females than males, and females don't have prostate glands, okay? So you got to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no air frying, no deep frying, no pan frying, absolutely no processed meats of any kind, absolutely no oils, no salad dressing cooking oils, absolutely no sugar, okay, no gluten, no wheat, no brown oats, no buckwheat, no peanuts, okay, and then you want 3 eggs twice a day because that's where you're going to get your cholesterol. I have this morning, I have them every afternoon as well. 3 eggs twice a day, soft scramble or soft toast in butter. Okay. I take 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. Full dose everything twice a day. I only weigh 142 pounds. MSM, 2 bottles a month of that. So I take 3 twice a day to help rebuild cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue. And so I could go on and on and on, but you get the thing here. Got collagen peptides, vitamin D3, Synaptive for the brain and spinal cord, Memory FX, de-stress capsules. Let's see here, Rebound, mineral sticks. It's one of those things where beyond osteopaths, I could go on and on and on. But you have to appreciate, we spend, just to treat the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease here, we spend $305 billion. Just to treat the symptoms of MS, we spend $85 billion. Okay? And of course, we're talking about Alzheimer's disease, MS, Parkinson's disease, again, demyelinization, metabolic syndrome, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, depression, tinnitus, ringing in the ears, vertigo, dizziness, aggression, self-mutilation, Tourette syndrome, memory loss, osteoporosis of the skull. I could go on and on and on, but all this is caused by osteoporosis of the skull, the spinal system, the brain, and the spinal cord, okay, are deficient in the nutrients they need to be in good shape, including the cholesterol. And so we may have to change, instead of 90 essential nutrients, we may have to say 91 essential nutrients, because I'm going to fight so that everybody knows that cholesterol has got to be one of those essential nutrients to prevent and reverse these diseases. Okay, this is not difficult, but it is something that you have to be alert to, because you're fighting you're fighting the misbeliefs of the medical system. You're fighting the misbeliefs of the medical system. And so it's one of those things where families got to get together, at least 1 hour a week, go through all this stuff. And if somebody has one of these problems, we need to work on that. Again, the cost is enormous. Again, we spend just for Alzheimer's disease $305 billion a year to treat the symptoms. Osteoporosis of the skull, okay, it's included in arthritis, $126.8 billion. It just drives you crazy. So we have lots of work to do to save our families, to save our loved ones, our workmates, our church mates, our temple mates, okay, and also the world. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Ever had trouble getting into the show? Today is your day, as I do have an open line. Call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. For my books and CDs and DVDs, don't forget that website, www.drjwallach.com. And don't forget, we spend $305 billion a year in America alone just to treat the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. We spend $85 billion a year in America alone just to treat the symptoms of MS. And here's one that most people will freak out. Osteoporosis, which contributes obviously to osteoporosis of the skull, as well as your long bones and so forth. Guess what? When you look at three related countries, because we all come from the same family, United States, Canada, and the UK, each year, just to treat the symptoms, not to prevent or cure it, but just to treat the symptoms of osteoporosis, we spend $6.5 trillion a year, 6.5 trillion with a T. And so this is painfully expensive, okay, for humanity, all these nutritional deficiencies. And so you cannot get everything you need just by eating well. You must take all the nutrients that are required by the human being. And the human being, of course, requires at least 90 essential nutrients, and that's our Healthy Start Pack. If finances are an issue, get the Healthy Start Pack, one per 100 pounds of body weight. But I like the bigger hammer, we call it, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, the core of which is still the Healthy Start Pack. But instead of having 90 essential nutrients in it, it has 215 nutrients in it. Again, the core is still the Healthy Start Pack with the 90 essential nutrients in it. And stay away from the bad foods so you can maximize absorption and utilization of these nutrients. And most of these diseases will go away. Instead of getting all these diseases when you're in middle age, you're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, getting all these terrible diseases and dying, the life expectancy in America is, depending on whose numbers you look at, is 75 to 79, depending on whose numbers you look at. And in Asia, it's 87. And so why is it we're not doing so well? Well, that's because we're just depending on eating well, because doctors say just eat well. Nutritional minerals will make up 2/3 of the 90 essential nutrients do not occur in a uniform blanket around the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like gold and silver. I urge you to get a hold of that book. See here, Hell's Kitchen, because Hell's Kitchen goes into the story of how we transitioned from wood and coal as fuel to electricity. We gave up our source of nutritional minerals, and we gave up wood and coal because we were using the wood ashes with the minerals in it for food supplement, as well as our garden fertilization, and that's where we were getting our minerals. And when we went to electricity, no more wood ashes, no more coal ashes, and that's when our health problems really began to click in, okay? And, of course, that's when the medical system really started going away from being just simple herbalists and, a family member would learn about herbs or something like that, to a multi-trillion-dollar industry, because now we don't consciously have and proactively take vitamins and minerals unless you're educated and you go out of your way to do these things. You cannot just eat well. I don't care if you're spending $25 for each meal, okay? You cannot eat well enough to get all the nutrients, because plants are fertilized with commercial fertilizer that only have 3 minerals in them. Plants only need 3 minerals to grow and to make good seeds for the next generation. We need 60. So we're going to get the rest of them. If the farmer's only putting 6 or only putting 3 in the ground for his crops. Well, you can't. And that's why the line is in the hospitals. The line is in the doctor's office. The line is in the pharmacy. All right? And it's one of those things where only you, okay, only you can prevent these problems. You've heard that before. It's one of those things where you really, really have to be aware. You really have to be aware. I just kind of freaks you out when you understand how simple this is. And yet, because of various professions around the world and, individuals and so forth, and they've made it very expensive because they give treatments for symptoms. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, okay, to give treatments for symptoms, but you also should give treatments for reversing the disease completely, both, all right? But they don't. They just give treatments for symptoms. Everything from painkillers to surgery. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you ever had trouble getting into the show, I do have an open line today. Call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. That's 888-379-2552. Don't forget my website, www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com for my books and CDs and DVDs. Don't forget that book and CD set, It's All in Your Head. Oh, my gosh. Don't forget the hair analysis. Get a hold of the book, Rare Earths and Cures. Get the hair analysis. That'll give you an enormous amount of information to build up your immune system. Okay, Charmaine, are you there? Hello, Charmaine.
I'm here, yes.
Okay. Got to push the button. Okay. And so what's happening in Michigan? Are things quieting down?
Well, I don't know. I heard there was supposed to be martial law today, but I don't think it happened. I don't know.
Okay, is that because people were robbing stores or beating up people, or what's going on?
Well, because they expect people to be stealing your food from you because, food has gotten so expensive and everything. And a lot of people haven't. They tell you to stock up on food for a while so you're not starving. And if people are robbing you, they're going to shoot them. So,
right.
Yep. So that's what's going on.
Okay, that's kind of rough. Okay. And
yeah,
so basically,
I thought so. I thought it was kind of rough.
Okay, basically, when it comes to preventing and reversing diseases, you go back in the old days, like rabies, Louis Pasteur. We didn't have people dying from vaccines and all that kind of stuff back then because vaccines were made by killing the virus or killing the bug and putting the killed bugs into people. People built antibodies against the killed bugs, and when the bug would appear, the antibodies would attack the living bug that came in because the body had built up antibodies. And so I don't know. I'm going to have to look and find out if today's vaccines, are they really designed to be directly killing the bug, kind of like an antibiotic, or are they really a vaccine? And so,
Well, they said you can refuse it because it's never been approved by the FDA, and it's experimental. And not only that, did you see the court case that was just handed down that all the people that got fired from their jobs because they refused the vaccination, they ordered them to hire them back and give them all back pay?
Oh, it's good.
It was on the news.
That's a good thing.
Regular news, the crooked news. So,
yeah.
yeah. So
okay, so I'm going to find out if some of these, quote, vaccines, unquote, were really kind of insecticides. And they're being used to try and kill the virus directly, as opposed to, and that's why the person getting the vaccine was having trouble, because you have to eat all the right foods to get your immune system to work properly, and then when you get vaccinated with a killed bug, your body makes antibodies against that killed bug, and so when the bug shows up alive, your antibodies run out and kill the live bug. I mean, that's how vaccines are supposed to work. But it seems to me that there's a lot of those, quote, vaccines, unquote, were really just developed the virucides, insecticides to kill the viruses directly and not depend on the immune system. And so that's why we're having so much trouble. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 958. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-3792-552. Don't forget my website, www.drjwallach.com, to get a hold of my books and CDs and DVDs. And, again, I'll remind you that if you build up your own immune system by taking the 90 essential nutrients and staying away from the bad stuff, you're putting yourself in a good position to survive if you get, in contact with the COVID. Okay? So, let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Maryland, and Latima, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Latima.
Yes, hi. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Okay, how can we help you?
Hi. Yes, my husband, he's a black male, 59 years old. He has psychosis. They say that it was neuropsychosis because he lost his eyesight at the age of 40 from it. And he has prostatitis. He has headaches a lot. He has glaucoma in both of his eyes. He lost sight in his left eye, and he has high blood pressure, and he has no energy. He's always tired.
Okay,
and
does he have any
anxiety? He has high anxiety.
Okay, does he have any diabetes?
No.
Okay. Did you say he gets tired? Does he get sleepy, an hour after eating dinner?
He gets sleepy, like he can be eating and falling asleep with the food in his mouth or hand.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, so that's reactive hypoglycemia. Okay, reactive hypoglycemia. Don't let him drive. Because if he falls asleep while he's driving, across the center line, kill himself and somebody else, right? So he's very dangerous to himself and other people if he's got these things. Don't let him drive. Okay, Charmaine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, what are we going to do, and what book would you have Latima get? Her husband is a man of color, okay? He's got sarcoidosis, okay? He's got prostate issues. He's got glaucoma, pressure in the eye, high blood pressure. He's got reactive hypoglycemia. He's got anxiety. Let's see here. And I think there's probably other stuff, but that's the ones I remember and wrote down. So what would you say is going on here with him, and what would you do for him?
Well, I would say the eyes and everything, that sounds like osteoporosis of the skull to me.
Okay, so what information, how would you get the information to him in books and CDs?
Well, you could get the book It's All in Your Head, and you also could get the book Black Gene Lies.
Yeah, and of course, with that book, It's All in Your Head, there's a CD that goes along with it, okay, by the same title, and also the book Black Gene Lies, there's actually a CD that goes along with that one too, okay? And so what would you give him as a diet and supplement program to deal with all these issues?
Well, first of all, I would get him on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no peanuts. And then
no buckwheat.
I would get him on a healthy brain and heart pack per 100 pounds of body weight. I would get him on the
Okay, well, just a minute. Latima, how much does your husband weigh?
He weighs like 180 pounds.
So he would need two.
About 85.
Yeah. Okay. Two healthy brain and heart packs per month, full dose thing twice a day. Okay, what else? Keep going, Charmaine.
And 2 extra bottles of Ultimate Daily Classic for blood flow issues. And then I would also get him on the Occutive, even though he can't see. I would get him on the Occutive anyway. It could, things could change, hopefully. And I hear music.
Okay, well, hang on. We'll be back. We'll finish up after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget that website, www.drjwallach.com, to get a hold of my books and CDs and DVDs and all that kind of stuff. And let's go back to Charmaine and Latima. Okay, Charmaine?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Okay, and
what would you do?
Continuing, I would get him on collagen peptides. I would also get him on because he's tired all the time, I'd get him on the Rebound, because that definitely helps tired people. And
it has 100 nutrients in it. It's a sports drink with 100 nutrients in it. And if he's going to use the can, he's got to pop the tops the night before, so it off gas it and put them in the refrigerator, so it'll be all the bubbly be gone by morning. but we do have the canister, which is powder, no carbonation in there. And we also have the sticks with no carbonation in them. But if you're going to use the cans, you got to pop the tops and put them in the refrigerator the night before you're going to use them. And then, what would you do for his reactive hypoglycemia where he's falling asleep all the time?
I would get him on Sweeties for that issue.
Yeah, I'd get him on 2 bottles of Sweeties, so he can take 3 of those twice a day. And again, you've got to stay away from all the bad stuff. And then call us every couple of weeks if you would, Latima. But don't forget, don't forget that book and the CD. It's all in your head. Don't forget that book and the CD, Black Gene Lies. There are no genetic diseases in people of color. Okay, it's their eating habits, and so that has to be changed to get rid of all his problems are a combination of eating habits and nutritional deficiencies. Give us a call every couple of weeks. You're going to have a great testimony. Okay, let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to California. And Marlene, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Marlene. You're on the air. Hi, how can we help you?
I am 33 years old. I am 5'3", 140 pounds. I got my gallbladder removed back in February because they found stones. I suffer from migraines when I'm looking at, because I work from home, so I'm constantly looking at the computer for long hours. And I just wanted to hear, any advice regarding my situation. And I would like to lose weight. So, yeah.
Let's see, you're 5'3". Yeah, 5'3". You might want to weigh 110, 115, something like that. So you could lose 20 pounds and safely and so forth. So, Charmaine, what would you do, for Marlene here? She wants to lose 15, 20 pounds. She got chronic headaches. She had her gallbladder removed. So she doesn't have that big load of bile going into her intestines and her stomach and so forth when she eats. So what would you do for her?
Okay, we get her on a gluten-free diet. Very important because you're not going to lose weight if you don't go gluten-free, period. So no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils, and
no buckwheat.
Buckwheat and no peanuts. Anyway, she's going to have to start taking enzymes and take them just before she eats a meal, which has got the ox bile and the hyaluronic acid.
Ultimate enzymes.
Yeah.
We call it the gallbladder in a bottle because it does have bile in it. We've added bile to it. It's the only digestive enzymes on the market that I think that has bile in it. And so that's going to replace the gallbladder that you gave up. Okay? And
very
so
important.
Very important.
Yes, that's the only way she's going to be able to digest fats is by taking additional stuff. She will never have enough bile. Headaches. What I would suggest she does is get some CM cream, put some trauma oil in it, and put it right on her forehead, rub it on her forehead, and that will get rid of the headaches.
Okay, now she could have osteoporosis of the skull.
Yes, so this is where we go. At least one healthy brain and heart pack, and I would get her on the collagen peptides, MSM, vitamin D3 for absorption, and
some Synaptive.
Synaptive, that will definitely help her. And that's a good start, and that should deal with all her issues.
And then give us a call every couple of weeks, okay, Marlene, because you're going to have a great story. This is your scenario there is very common. And by giving up all the bad foods, and you might even want to have one of our shakes per day, okay? It doesn't have to be the same meal every time. It's a meal replacer. It's not to add to a meal. Our shake, strawberry, chocolate, whatever. But, have one of our shakes for a meal each day. And depending on your schedule, it could be for breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever. But only one shake a day, and it's a meal replacer. It's not to be added to a meal. And you'll lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And squeezing the fifth cranial nerve, when you have osteoporosis of the skull, can cause really severe headaches behind your eyes, above your eyes, your cheeks, and so forth. So Char gave you a great program there. Do call us every couple of weeks and tell us how it's going. Okay, let's see here, Doug. Let's go to a caller.
Let's head to California. And Mike, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Okay, let's see. We're already in California. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hi. Good. I listen to you on Coast to Coast. Love your show.
Okay.
I have a 5-year-old Cavalier King Charles dog, and 3 years ago he was bit by a tick. I just went for a yearly checkup with him, and it shows borderline, the name of this disease, EHRLICHIA, and I was wondering what I should do. The vet said come back in a year. It's borderline.
Okay, spell that out again? Slowly.
EHRLICHIA. It's
Ehrlichia?
Similar. Yes.
Okay. Now, are they saying that this is a parasitic problem?
Yes, it was from the tick bite 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. And are they giving the dog anything for that?
They said keep an eye on him. He's 29 pounds. He drinks 29 pounds.
Okay.
That's the
okay, let's stop there. Okay, stop there. Okay, Charmaine, what would you add to his gluten-free dog food? You got to read the label, Mike. Make sure there's no gluten in that dog food. Okay. I always prefer canned dog food for the dry dog food, but make sure there's read the label. Make sure there's no gluten in it. No wheat, rye, oats, or buckwheat. And then, Charmaine, what would you give him to really jazz up?
I would add the Killer Biotic to it, and I would also, put the Arthrodex on it and EFAs.
Okay, EFAs and then Killer Biotic.
Yes.
Yeah, and how much of that would you give?
30 pounds. I'd give him probably 1 Killer Biotic a day.
Okay. How about Arthrodex?
A little over a scoop a day.
Yeah, a scoop and a half. 29 pounds, a scoop and a half. Okay, Arthrodex. And Arthrodex is going to be a big, big positive for energy, for the immune system, for rebuilding tissue. And so don't forget that Arthrodex. Again, it'd be a scoop and a half in the food. If you feed the dog twice, you could give 1 scoop in the morning and the half a scoop at night kind of thing. And then, let's see here. Let's just, and all the lists that Char gave you there would be good. So give us a call, because these sorts of things, that Killer Biotic is going to have a great support of the immune system to help the immune system, as well as the Arthrodex to support the immune system to fight those parasites. And we'll keep our fingers crossed because, this is a young dog, 5 years old, and so this is not something that is not resolvable. You can resolve this by, giving the dog's immune system what it needs to actually defend the host. Okay, we'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here from Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
Let's head to Boston, Massachusetts. And David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, David. You're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Yes, Dr. Wallach. I've been observing some different shows and different things on health. And, you might want to put on your lab coat and go back and take a peek in these laboratories to see what these doctors are doing.
Okay.
They're trying to invent new humans.
Well, I'm a pathologist. I used to see all the wreckage on the autopsy table, so I know what they're doing.
Okay. Well, they're going to the level of trying to interact digital with human flesh, like in a turn to make a human embryo grow within a exoskeleton. Therefore, you won't have a body frame. You'll be built like a spider or an ant, with your solid frame is on the outside.
Wow. Okay. Yes, well, I can see where I can see their reasoning. It's not correct, but I that's how doctors say, well, we won't have to worry about arthritis if they don't have a skeleton.
Yeah,
that would be their thinking.
Well, Doc, it's these labs, and you need to take an eye on that because artificial intelligence and
because you brought that up, Char and I are going to we'll kind of chase that down a little bit and find out what's going on currently because I've dealt with it for over 60 years or more. And of course, I figured out there were no genetic diseases, no autoimmune disease when I was 9. So we're way ahead of the game here at Youngevity, at Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and so forth. And so, but I'll kind of take an extra peek and see what's going on, and see if there's something we've missed because it's just new. But anything else that you want to talk about quickly? We have just a moment or two.
Well, we can go to another step on that. To say when I mentioned about Elon Musk and trying to start the space camps on the moon, that body is going to change if you stay up there for any length of time. Your legs will probably turn into like kangaroo legs because you don't need to walk anymore. You just leap. There's no gravity. I don't know. What do you think? You think you will evolve like that if you're in a space situation like that for any
length of time? I think they're going to have living quarters and work quarters that have an artificial gravity and so forth, because eventually they're going to come back home to Earth. And for all your organs to work properly, your immune system to work properly, your bone marrow to work properly, your nerves to work properly, we're built to deal with and work with and exist and reproduce and flourish where there's gravity. And so to try and fix us to deal without gravity, I think is really going the wrong direction. I think if they try that, they're going to miss it badly, and they'll have such big calamities that they'll stop somewhere along the line. It's one of those terrible things where it's one of those terrible things where people get going in the wrong direction because they have some crazy idea, and then they say, "Oh, well, that didn't work." Well, in the meantime, many people were damaged because they believed in what these sort of scientists were saying or claiming or whatever. And so, if you look back in history, this has happened many times. This is not anything new. This sort of going away from the basics of humanity and Earth. And we have a book coming out here pretty soon. It's called the Third Testament. The Old Testament goes back 3,500 years ago. The New Testament is 2,000 years old. And there's been an enormous number of good things happen between the New Testament and now, and there's been an enormous amount of bad things happen and good things happen over the last 2,000 years. And so we're going to give credit to God for the good things, and we'll expose humanity for the bad things. And this book coming out is called The Third Testament. So watch for it. It's going to be crazy because it's got 2,000 years of crazy thinking by scientists. We'll be back another day. Thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. Excuse me. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless America.